Every city you burn, I'm gonna build one high.
Greetings, fellow Empyreans. I am Ashtrothi, the voice of New Eden, and it is, I don't even know anymore, May 7th, YC127, and this is the Eve Universe Show. Welcome, 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 guys. We are trying to get things together here. We're going to be doing a live fleet. I've got some people putting things together. We're getting the last things together. That's why you got to see me flying around during the opening. But I need to go grab my coffee. I'm going to actually turn the audio on so you can hear the fleet while we get some last minute coordinations done. And then we're going to be taking off here soon. There is still room. If you want to participate, we are coming out of Dodixie. We can pretty much take anybody at this point, or like, you know, destroyers and stuff. Just realize that, you know, no guarantees that you'll live. We should be able to make enough money if we succeed in the site to be able to compensate for any losses. But if you don't make it all the way through, you don't get the points. But that is, you know, some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. So if you're interested, go ahead and get involved. I'm going to put on the audio real quick and go get my coffee. So, okay, they can hear you guys now.
It's my first time, so I guess I'm gonna be the dying one.
All right, I got my coffee. This is not going to be necessarily like the cleanest in the universe run, theoretically. But this is going to give us an opportunity to check out the sites.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yep, we got a little bit of time for all people to come over here and get situated. But in the meantime, I do want to show off a couple things to people. I'm trying to... First of all, we've got the bot working again. We've got the bot working again, which means we're going to do a giveaway. And that giveaway is going to be... we got the Astero skin, but then we've also got 2 new skinners that has been given to me by our very own Thrans, who you'll probably hear today a little bit. But
I believe it should be 4.
Oh, yep, you're right. It is now 4. So 1 for each of the T2 Logi ships. We've got the Burst with like a gold-white look to it. We got the Deacon with like a black, almost like a Conid, but with gold and tiger striping effect on it, which is pretty cool. We've got your, for the ladies, the pink, or, you know, the extra daring guy, I suppose. You know, real men wear pink. So the pretty in pink with a nice little rose on the side. And then we have the Navitas. Oh, are these T1? Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. These are the T1. So Burst, Inquisitor, Bantam, Navitas. The Navitas one has the good old Abyssal plate effect, which I really, really like.
Also, a little bit of hidden drifter color in there, in that lighter cyan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That is a very driftery color. That's true. Hold on, you got to fix the levels. You were a lot louder than I was. Who can I message to get an invite? Thrans. So here. This guy right here, Thrans Harir. If you guys can read that, that's the person. Okay, but let me get this giveaway going. All right, we plunder the labyrinth. You plunder my skin collection! Exclamation point plunder for your chance to win. Doesn't matter if you're on the stream. The only person that's ineligible to win is Thrans. All right, so the big news for today, honestly, You know, yesterday I was a bit, we talked about how we're a little bit disappointed by this event. By a little, I mean like kind of confused by how nothing it is. However, there is a pretty good hint that there's something else going on that I want to talk about before we actually jump into the labyrinths themselves. Also, there is a new sale going on with some new skins involved. So just, actually, let's jump into that first, just to get it out of the way. So, there is currently an ongoing sale for MCT that has new skins. So these are brand new skins. We can come to Hobo Leaks and we can see that they just got added in 7 hours ago. It's the sponsored security set of skins. They are this yellow, orangish kind of look to it. In fact, we can pull it up in game. I'm going to look at the Squall one real quick. And we will look at this a little bit closer. So it's this nice little orange look. I don't know if there's any special particle effects or anything, because obviously I'm not flying one right now. But if you go to this sale, you can see that this is for multi-character training certificates and skins. So for $90, basically, for $86, you can get all 5 of the skins. Let's see. Oh, sorry. There's 6 total. So the top package is actually $161 for 2 years of multi-character training. Are these multi-character training certificates or just multi-character training? This is just multi-character training. So be advised that this is... Nice that CCP makes some Mauro skins for us. Yeah, it is pretty much a Mauro skin, isn't it? So be advised, I do not believe that this multi-character training can be sold, right? There's the MCT or MTC, multi-character training certificate, which is an item that can be sold. But usually if they don't call it a certificate, it means that it's just applied directly to your account. So be advised, this is not something where you can like, oh, I'm going to buy 24 months worth of multi-character training and then sell it for ISK. That ain't the case. The skins will be able to be sold for ISK. Multi-character training is not sellable for ISK. You might want to do multi-character training. You know, you've got your 3 different accounts. Multi-character training allows you to train on more than one account at a time. You might want to do this. So obviously the advantage here is that you pay for Omega once, and all 3 of your characters on that account are Omega during that time. So it's very useful to do things that get you like capabilities for those alts that do not rely on multi-boxing, right? So in particular, trade skills and hauling skills and PI skills are really, really good for multi-character training. You definitely don't need 24 months of multi-character training for any of those. But those are the kind of things that you want to think about when you're thinking about setting up your multi-character training. But these do come with free skins. So the 1 month for $9 come with the Skybreaker. The next one, 2 months for the Stormbringer. 3 months for the Torrent. 6 months for the Deluge. 12 months for the Thunderchild, and 24 months for the Avalanche. Now, you might be asking, wait, what happened to the Squall? You just showed us the Squall. Well, actually, right now on Twitch, if you watch Twitch for 4 hours, you can get this Squall skin. So, you know, at the very minimum, you can watch this. This is any EVE partner stream. This isn't like the other one where it has to be CCP. By the way, from my understanding, the CCP stream for the other Squall, the skin, the Coalesced Essence one, this one, that giveaway seems to be going on until the 9th. So it'll be like, if you can keep an eye on the CCP stream and they go live again, you can probably still earn this. I don't know either way, but just so you know. If we go back to sponsored security, though, you're missing 3% on that one. Hopefully they go live again. Oh, there's a live to feed stream on Friday. So hopefully you guys can go in there and pick up any remaining time that you need. But this skin and the Coercer police skin are both available at the moment, which, by the way, I was running around in my Catalyst police skin, Catalyst Navy issue police skin the other day. They have fixed the lights on some of these police skins, and it looked gorgeous. Like, you can see the little lights going around and, like, shining on stuff. Hold on. Catalyst. Can I show it here? Will it show well on the preview? No. It doesn't. See, that's the thing. It doesn't show it on here at all. But you can actually see the light from these different lights, like as if they're rotating around. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's pretty cool. So those are currently available on Twitch. This skin in particular, I want to draw some attention to things, which is that we see a lot of the member corps of Upwell. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find that picture. Lights show well in hangar. Yeah, but I'm not sitting in the ship. I'm only pulling up on browser. All right, so let's watch this skin. This is a video from the formation after Upwell had taken over Ore. There'll be a reason why we do this.
Legion and our combined forces have launched simultaneous attacks on key Serpentis-controlled ore stations across the outer...
There are actually police bobs. Speaking of police, I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens outside, but don't worry, they're not coming for me, I don't think. But if you go into corrupted systems, there are like these long police bobs that rotate around or orbit the gates and scan things.
Ring region. The assaults appear to have captured...
Let's start over.
Mordu's Legion and our combined forces have launched simultaneous attacks on key Serpentis-controlled ore stations across the Outer Ring region.
In case
The
you want
assaults
them
appear
to hear
have
sound,
captured
they
all
can. I don't think so.
What? No, they can hear.
Oh,
They can hear you too.
my bad.
Stations in swift, surgical executed operations, with most of the fighting already winding down. The same tactic was applied during all of the captures. Mordus used their fast ships to warp in and immediately throw out warp disruption fields to prevent any escapes. The importance that Mordu ships seem to have placed on destroying all ships attempting to escape somewhat contradicts the statement released by the Upwell Consortium today, stating that the main objective of the operation was to return the control of the stations and Ore itself to the rightful owner and founder of Ore, Yanni Sar Arteo. Once the space had been secured, shuttles carrying our combined mercenary forces warped in and entered the stations. In most cases, the station personnel surrendered without a fight.
If you guys remember, just yesterday, we were talking about like Vanguard and Arcombine and why Mordu doesn't have their own clone soldier stuff. Like, as you can see, even here, when it was time to send in the troops, Mordu sent in Arcombine. And so Arcombine was basically Mordu's ground troops for a long time. And then Arcombine defected to join the Deathless.
It is expected that Ore will announce it is joining the Upwell Consortium as a full partner later today. This is Lena Amber, reporting for The Scope.
Okay. Well, son of a gun. There was a picture. There is... hold on. Is there... Here we go. Is this going to do it? There is a picture of all of the different corporations that are part of it. Okay, whatever. We can find it here. Chemeltech, Iferco, Intaki Bank, Mortis Legion, Yitri, Zora and Sons. But I thought there was... Didn't Propel Dynamics become part of Upwell? Now I'm confused. I'm going to have to look it up at some point. But, all right, fine. I'm wrong. Whatever, cool. Either way, my point is that there's a lot of branding on this ship that some of it seems like it's Upwell related. right? So like we can see down here, Yitri is here. And if we turn off the skin, yeah, those logos go away. So we see, and it's sponsored security, right? It's sponsored security. So we see in the description, not there. We look at the actual skin itself. It says, the Drifter War has expanded our jurisdiction and expended our resources. We put out the call to New Eden's established brands to support our forces. Their dedication to the cluster's security has been astounding, and we wear their name with pride. So these are the corporations, this NPC corporations, that are sponsoring EdenCom's latest push to take over in the Drifter fight. So you can see down here, there's Yitri. There is Propel Dynamics, which Propel Dynamics and Impetus, some of these guys, one of the reasons why these are interesting is we can go back to an old set of blogs, which, by the way, if you ever want to lose your goddamn mind when it comes to the Drifter, you know, Caroline Starr and all that stuff, Ravas from the Interstellar Privateer has done plenty of blog posts from back in the day trying to decipher what was going on. But there is here, Propel Dynamics, maker of this ring-shaped special warp drive on the SOE ship, presumably under independent contract since there's nothing else like it. Propel's name appears numerous times in numerous places and is clearly an advertisement as much as a sponsorship. And then Chemeltech, Eifer & Co., which both become Upwell consortium members eventually. So what they're pointing out is that if you come on the Stratios, if you look at the Stratios, we can see in much the same way. We see Zero G, Chemeltech, there's a logo there. I think that's Propel Dynamics. Or no, there's Propel Dynamics. Zero G Research. You can see it there. So there's a lot of different logos on the Stratios to kind of show that it was a lot of different people took part in its production. And likewise, we see the branding here. We see Leisure Group, etc. Now, like I said, I don't know if there's any particle effects on this, but this skin is available for free for watching Twitch. On top of that, in other news, we have patch notes. Yesterday, Dutch Gunner actually found out the hard way that the labyrinth complex inside of the wormholes was bugged. Even if you completed all of the tasks, you would not be able to destroy the final structure, which would make it so that you could not complete the labyrinth. That could very well be why. If we open up the browser, if we look at the opportunities and go to interstellar events, we can see that like this is the lowest that the Azdaja readout has been for quite some time. It actually got down to like 85, I think, at one point, because yesterday you couldn't run labyrinths at all. So today they made it so labyrinths can be run again, which is nice. But that's really the only other patch note that got happen. Which faction gets influence from doing sites in high sec and low sec? Nobody. That is not for influence. That's just for funsies, basically. Let's see. Anything else that we want to look at before we jump into this? I feel like, so yesterday I was so discombobulated. There was other things that I wanted to talk about, and then I forgot, and now I feel like I'm forgetting again. So, oh, right. So the big news is that, thank you. That's not the picture I was looking for. What the heck? Why? What? What the hell? Oh my God. What is happening? Why is this not working? Fine. Here we go. Yeah. So we got or SMA. This is not right. This is a joke, I think. But we got Yitri, Eifer, Zor. SMA is not on here. This is modified, I'm pretty sure. Okay, but there's something really spooky going on, guys. So we were talking about whether or not we were disappointed in the Crisis event, and whether or not this is a climax of the Crisis event really makes sense. CCP has suggested pretty strongly that this is the end of the Drifter Crisis, this current event. However, as we noted last week, as the Crisis entered into this phase, the pickup sticks in the Nexus started to align. We have that great picture of like this pickup stick starting to come together. Well, guess what? They fucking aligned. So we have, thanks to Reddit here, Chica1472. This is currently the inside of the Nexus pickup sticks alignment system. So we can see this is what it looks like at a distance. This is what it looks like currently inside of the Drifter wormholes in the Nexus site. So, you know, for a long time, like back in 2015, when we got the data mining of how these things could align, there was always hints that this was like a Stargate or whatever. This clearly looks Stargate-ish, right? But there is actually one thing about this that I think is really interesting, which is like, first of all, this does look like a wormhole. And this looked like it is, you know, usually when you look through a wormhole, you can see the nebula on the other side of the wormhole. All Stargates are wormhole generators by definition. Like, that's what they're doing. How do you think they work? But normally in a wormhole, you can see the nebula, and this looks very much like you're seeing the Jovian nebula in this hole. However, there's also something else that's interesting about the way that this looks. Because this is not what the wormholes that we see look like. And I don't have this animated, but there's something I want to show you, which is, hold on. If we watch...
Zoria Triglav, analyst.
If we watch the message from Zoria Triglav...
An entity named Zoria Triglav.
Doesn't this stuff that's shown in this video, which CCP has hinted that there's like more to this video than we've ever figured out, but like the weird like liquidy, droppy nature of this wormhole immediately brings me to mind, for me, this video.
We speak for the congregation of Triva outside the struggle.
We are an emanation of the clades.
We are an emanation of the clades of Perun, Velis, and Svarog.
Hear the words of our prayer.
Hear the words of our prayer
Heed them.
and heed them.
The ancient domains beyond.
The ancient domains beyond the flow of Viraj were lost to us.
Intruders from the ancient domains
Ancient domains
have
have
entered
entered
the flow.
Seek to corrupt the flow.
Intruders seek to corrupt the flow of Viraj and the domain of Bujan.
So this, if you look at this, this looks like it's a tunnel with things coming through it. And they're saying, listen to what he's saying when this is happening, right?
Ancient domains
Have
have
entered
entered
the flow.
Intruders seek to corrupt the flow of Viraj and the domain of Bujan.
So as these lights appear to be coming through this tunnel, they're talking about intruders coming in, right? And so by the time that this video came out, the major intruders that have come in were Sancha, Drifters, and Rogue Drones.
Intruders seek to corrupt the flow of Viraj and the domain of Bujan. The ancient enemy Azdaja must be extirpated.
Deviant automata must come forth or be extirpated.
Corrupted Narodnia must be extirpated.
Must be extirpated.
Human augmented Narodnia must prove the direction of their flow. Narodnia moving with the flow.
Also, if we're going to be picking apart this whole image, I want to point out that this Triglavian ship has 2 disintegrators. What is going on there? CCP? Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
Narodnia without fitness will be expelled from the flow. The congregation of Triglav outside the struggle invoke
Cladistic proving.
So this is actually evidence that what they're talking about is what's being shown, because they say invoke cladistic proving while they're showing a proving conduit.
Glorification.
This, look at this. Am I wrong that like this is very reminiscent of that drifter wormhole?
Cladistic proving.
Glorification and mortification.
Unfold on the flow. Triglav outside the struggle will be glorified by you.
Glorified.
Nothing can halt the flow of Viraj.
Flow of Viraj.
We speak for the convocation of Triglav outside the struggle.
We are Zoria Triglav.
We are Zoria Triglav.
My point is it may be an indicator of like the type of FTL or like the type of wormhole, the type of spatial manipulation that's going on in order to create this. I just find that interesting. Either way, this is happening without CCP making any note of it whatsoever. And this is the Wheel of Awoken Skinner design element. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? So the point of the matter is that while CCP has said this is the zenith of what's going on, what is happening seems to indicate that there's more to it than that. Yeah, strange matter. Actually, it does. I don't know. I wouldn't even necessarily call that the wrong game, because like strange matter is a scientific concept too. So no, it's very interesting stuff. Also, you guys that are in chat can just talk, you know. You don't have to type today.
But what if our levels are wrong?
Well, then that gives me an opportunity to fix it.
I don't like talking.
You're loud, though. Hold on.
I'm always loud.
Let me bring down Clue a little bit.
Just talking to talk so you can see if I'm the correct volume.
To be honest, I didn't talk because I was listening to the stream.
Yeah.
You were on a roll. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Totally. Okay. So, while I was distracting everybody, do we have anything else we need to set up for the fleet?
I am back in Do Dixie. I'm gonna be unmuting Discord for my stream too. Don't.
Yeah, we're not gonna bother. We'll send everybody over to your stream later. Don't worry.
No.
All right. Last chance! Exclamation point plunder for your chance to win. This is going to be the first giveaway of the day. I'm going to let it go for like one more minute. The Zenith putting the sights in the K-space after all this lead up is beyond disappointing. That's my point, Nicholas. I feel like it's not quite as over as CCP has suggested that it might be. Do I think that there's going to be a drifter attack on Jita? No, but like clearly that's going somewhere. And so to put this into perspective, ever since the Inheritance Chronicle, right? If you have read one Chronicle in Eve, Inheritance is the Chronicle to read. This is the explanation of Caroline Starr. This is an explanation of, to a lesser extent, the Drifters. Basically, when Jamil Sorum, the former Empress of Amar, was preparing for the Drifter attacks, she had her new flagship, the Arcturitas, being made. And as the Arcturitas was about to be revealed was when the Drifters assassinated her. However, a couple weeks prior to that, they had a big get-together for the keel-laying ceremony, I think it was, whatever, for the Arcturitas. And at that event, the head of the SOCT, Matashi Reich, shows up in a Gnosis and starts scanning her with an Entosis link. And they order us to attack. They kill Matashi Reich. And this story starts with him waking up. And this is basically the former Jovian head of the, or, headmaster of the SOCT explaining to the administrative head of the SOCT what's been going on, right? So this is a very, very big understanding of Caroline Star, what it was, why this is important, what the Talican has been working on, everything involving W477 TAC-P and the Dyson Swarm and all that stuff comes from this this chronicle, right? And I've totally forgot why I brought this up. Oh, yeah. So the thing about this chronicle is that in the chronicle, they travel to Jove space, right? Actually, wow, yeah, they travel to Jove space via a wormhole, and they find it like falling apart, right? So the Yule cruiser, Jove cruiser Yule emerged from the wormhole that had brought it from Geminate to the region of T-TAC C5AO system within a short warping distance of the new Jove Navy Logistical Support Station, or as Venal referred to it as home base. The Yule warped to the station, docked, and went through the usual procedures. Matashi Reich and Venal disembarked and made their way through the quietly humming, mechanically noisy hangar that yet managed to convey the quietude of the atmosphere that comes from the absence of living beings. As Reich followed Venal through the various corridors and passageways, he noticed a sign of almost organic decay in places. Once he stopped to examine the particularly large patch of corridor wall that looked like it had been eaten through by a substance, eaten through the substance of the paneling. Venal looked back and nodded shortly. Nanorot. Repair systems are losing cohesion and going rogue locally. It's far more advanced than the truly abandoned structures. Let's continue. So my point is that, like, as all of this crazy stuff was happening with the Jovian, with the drifters showing up, the Jovians observatories decloaking, all that stuff that you hear about in emergent threats, this chronicle comes out and they go to Jove space. And so that plus like Sancha using Jove space as a staging platform, the Stargates going offline in Jove space at the beginning of this whole Rubicon kind of plot line. Like, if you want to think about Rubicon as like the point of no return, and Rubicon was represented by the Jovian Stargates all shutting off. So ever since then, I've thought that the crown jewel of this whole Jovian, or the whole Drifter plot line, is potentially access to Jovian space, right? There's a bunch of stuff there. There's the ruins of the Third Jovian Empire there. It's falling apart, so it isn't like, it's not like we could probably occupy those stations like long term. So it might be a good place for like explorers to go and pick through, but not necessarily occupied by full null blocks or something like that. It could be an interesting space for them to open up. And so I've always thought that that could be one of the big like crown jewels for this whole plot line. So once again, this story ain't over, guys. It ain't over. Now, this particular crisis stuff has only a week left. There is some good points. In fact, we did have one person that opened a Drifter crate today, and it's in Eve Universe Show channel in my Discord. He did get a plug suit. Now, this is our one and only example that I have. Therefore, I don't know how lucky this is. But you can see, like, this is everything that he got on one crate, his final reward crate. He got 2 Skinner colors, the Guardian Tyrant Breaker, and the Crisis suit. So it is worth getting the points if you can. Also, don't forget that the track now has not only this box, but has the 100,000 skill points and the Architect of Nightmares Skinner design, which is an unlimited Skinner design. Most of these Skinner design stuff, like these colors, it says it's limited. So you get 3 copies of it. You can use the color 3 times ever without buying more. What if you get this pattern, you'll just be able to use it as much as you want. The only thing it takes is the curse sequences and the alignment units or whatever. So yes, you can sell it. Absolutely. These can be sold. And in fact, because of that, and because they're a very complex pattern, chances are they're going to be worth quite a bit and then go up in value over time because they probably won't be released again. Okay, so I think that's all of the extra stuff that I wanted to talk about today. Are we ready to go?
Just working out hackers.
Thank you. Now, as I said earlier, so we did an experiment fleet yesterday, and we did lose a Kiki. I kind of tried to sort out like whether or not we could figure out a better way to do it, whether or not we could more effectively dodge the Drifter Doomsdays. But I'm not as cool as Dutch Gunner. So the other thing is that the site itself had about 250 million ISK worth of blue loot at the end of it. Therefore, basically what I'm just going to do is if you lose a ship, I'm just going to pay for it. In the Drifter Nexuses, will there be more runs tonight? If I can get enough people together, yes. Inside of the Drifter Nexuses, or sorry, inside of the Drifter Labyrinths are only 2 Drifters with the Doomsday. Leidos, Ladon and Minos. I merged the 2. Minos is the Minotaur of the Labyrinth, so he's the one that shows up randomly, and Ladon is the boss of the Labyrinth. You have to kill them. So, but that means that there's only 2 Drifter Doomsdays in the entire site, so we may lose up to 2 people, but we can afford that with just the loot that comes out of it. So as I said, this is some of you may die, but this is a sacrifice I am willing to make. We do have my Draugr, and I did get skirmish boosts, so hopefully that will help. Anything stopping us from going?
I think we're good if my second Relic Analyzer is ready.
Malin says yes.
I'm all good to go.
Says yes. Okay, great. Now, the big concern is whether or not we can even find one of these sites. Yesterday, we had a little bit of difficulty finding them. We'll see. So set destination for Alf. I will post it in Fleet. And we will get going. Undock, undock, undock. You should have 12 people on your watch list.
Lead invite.
Who?
Someone in Co.
Is it Agatin?
Sakru.
Oh, looks like we already got you, right?
Yep.
You need a fit? Alternatively, you can kind of come in whatever you got.
At this point, considering one of us, we had 14 yesterday, but I was in a magnate, so we are about the same strength as yesterday.
Actually, I think we're a little bit stronger, honestly, because we don't have... well, we do have a Courser, but we've got the 2 T2 Logi this time, which should be a big difference. All right.
I need the small disintegrator specialization skill book, and it's not on market.
You can swap that for a scoped. You just won't be able to use the T2 ammo, or you can go with the Velez. Oh no, because you won't be able to use the T2 ammo anyways without specialization skill book.
Yeah.
Any items drop? It was a bunch of blue loot and a bunch of the doodads that get turned in for various different things from the traders. But the thing that was immediately able to be like valued was about 200 million ISK worth of blue loot. So that's just a commodity that you can just sell all over the place. Blue loot being the major thing that sleepers drop in wormholes to sell as a commodity. In addition to that, we will likely get one of the Skybreaker skins by killing Minos. What we'll probably do is, if you do get blown up by one of the drifters, the first person to get blown up by a drifter will get the Skybreaker skin when we get it. All right?
Let the race begin.
Punishment for Logi.
Now everybody's going to be like, you said approach, not orbit, right? We still got Ragnatzor and Kalahadra. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm wondering. It
Okay.
was
Same
just
with
changing
Mr.
to T1.
Also, Mr. Fillin. Person who gets nuked by a drifter doomsday. If no one dies to a drifter doomsday, then I'll give it to one of the Logi.
So we're up to 14 on watch list, yes?
Yep.
Yep.
Correct. Eve is about n minus or n plus 1, but watch list is all about n minus 1. Sakru, Kalahadra, Mr. Fillin.
And what now?
Also, it's worth noting, guys, we kind of touched on this at the end of the stream yesterday, but lordy, there is a lot more sites out there. So, got a question about the relic site in the event. I have heard that they can be triggered and then be super dangerous. How do they trigger and what happens then? So, there are two different exploration sites. The observatory site, which I don't remember its full name, but that one, like when you warp to it, there'll be a start, like there'll be an acceleration gate. I do not. And once you're inside, there's all these bubbles that if you get basically within the proximity of one of the tripwires, it'll arm the entire site. Observatory infiltration, yeah. It'll arm the entire site. Things will blow up. Rats can spawn in. It's very, very deadly. So if you go into a site that's already been triggered, it can be deadly. But yeah, you can always warp to it and get to the gate though. And the other exploration site is, I think you just warp to it and it's just a site with some cans. Mr. Fillin? He's here. Sakru?
Last message was that they were just buying some paste.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Yep, that's right.
Sakru is currently deafened too, so.
Okay, well, one last delay. We're going to close the entries and do the giveaway for the skin. We're going to do a giveaway in 5, 4. If you missed it, don't worry. We're going to do another one. 3, 2, 1. Half. X up in chat with your in-game name and which one of the 5 that you want. It's any of the Tech 1 Logi skins that I showed earlier or the Astero Sanctuary skin. Let me pull it up. So either this Navitas, this Burst, this Inquisitor, or this Bantam, or the Astero, the Sanctuary Astero skin. X up. Last chance. I'm going to do another giveaway. I'm going to pull somebody else instead. My apologies, Fahaf. We're going to do another one. 3, 2, 1. You got to be here. Malin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which one do you want?
I was distracted. What do we have?
All of the T1 Logi or the Sanctuary, the Acero Sanctuary skin. So there's this like white and gold burst. There's
Acero, please.
Do you want the Acero one? Okay. This, you know, Estero and hold on. How do I do this? Okay. You know what? Whatever. I can't look up stuff in my own list. I hate it. I hate it here. Show info. It is the Sanctuary. Oh my god. Can I just... Wait, have I even accepted the contract? That might be the problem. I have not. We'll get that to you in just a second. I'm going to give it a second for my stuff to do it. We have the whole fleet here, so let's go ahead and get started. Fleet take warp.
I'm taking you up on that.
I attempted to come up with a Caldari Phantom skin, but then went, wait, I know what Caldari players like. Nice. Hello, Kitty.
It's
Well,
a legit issue because there's not nearly enough range on the blues that aren't like too vibrant or just too muted.
Well, it's funny because like the very first major Hello Kitty skin that was kind of shown off or like mocked up like way back in the day was a Scorpion. Jump, 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 jump. There you go, Malin.
Thank you.
Take warp. So what we're going to do is we're just traveling deep into Mimitar space, and I'm going to have the opportunities open to try to see if we can find a labyrinth. If someone out there happens to know of one that's nearby, let me know. But otherwise, we're just going to see what we can find. Jump on contact. We are jumping into Orphe, which is the capital of Paragon, which is Interbus. Take warp. Bear in mind, I have avoid eating comm set on, so your route might not be the same as mine.
I'm going to make sure that every time it's off, I complain about it.
Well, you can, but you'll just look silly. Jump. Take warp. Oh, I'm going to cancel my warp and do it again because I didn't get everybody. Okay, looks like a couple of you guys didn't make it through, so warp tar. And we'll hold on tar gate. Hold on tar gate. We'll make sure we have everybody. I can't do the Zoolander face. I'm not a runway model. Ferris and Sakru?
I believe Ferris jumped through.
Okay, Sakru?
Sakru jumped early too.
Okay, jump, jump. Take warp Pakshi gate. Oof. Yeah, I have let's see. Jump, jump. No, that's a real person. Take warp.
We might be leaving someone behind. I can't tell.
Mr. Fillin.
Yeah,
Mr.
I think
Fillin.
Mr. Fullen is behind us.
Okay, well, we can hold. Don't jump. Don't
Slow.
jump. Just hold. Where is it?
Why is my dwarf so much slower than y'all's? I'm stuck back here with the deacon.
Skills.
It's skills, the agility.
Agility. Agility.
Did you
yeah.
just actually give me a skill issue statement?
Yes.
I mean, if it's true.
We're holding for Mr. Fillin. And I can't find it. I lost an absolution and a pod to eating calm once. And it made me very sad. But I can't find it right now. All right,
Sucks
go
to
ahead and
be
jump,
a
jump, jump,
trig
jump.
live in.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't say it sucks to be a pro trig, but you do have to learn to avoid eating calm. I said the J. Oh, jump. Yeah. Did he say jump? Take warp. There's a search bar for. Yeah, but the search bar will just filter it. So I guess I could do that. And go.
I think you might have to go a bit slower for Mr. Villain.
Eh.
I like that answer.
Oh, was listening to stream without with the delay? Yeah, I would mute the stream and listen to Discord.
Seen as the wizard in YouTube likes blue and steel on Caldari ships. Posted to Fleet a design for Ash to share.
Ooh, that does look
That is
very
cool.
That looks very Caldari.
I like that.
All right, jump, jump.
I think I just don't get Caldari tastes then.
I think it's too bland. Like, I like the details on it, but like, I think just Caldari in general is. I don't like the color scheming. You know what I mean?
I said it's very Caldari. I didn't say that's a good or a bad thing.
Okay, that's a good point.
To be fair, I did say I like it.
When somebody fights in Galente faction warfare for 10 years and then says something is very Caldari, doesn't necessarily mean he's complimenting it. Apparently filtering does not... Ah! Aha! Found it! As soon as I talk shit. So...
Typical.
Yeah. I lost this absolution. Oh, it's only 700 million. Oh, that's without the abyssals. I thought I lost a pod, too. Either way, whatever. Jump, jump.
He said the word, I'm happy.
Take warp. Oh, yeah, the American flag Skinner design is really, like, the skins that have come out are pretty cool. I was a big fan of, somebody's doing the RGB style. Let's see if I can pull it up still. Yeah. Like, that looks slick. That actually looks really good, in my opinion.
Yeah. Agreed.
There's some creative stuff on Paragon Hub, that's for sure. Jump, 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 if you haven't already.
I want you to know, literally no one had.
One person had.
We're all trying to practice good discipline.
Oh yeah, it's true. Take warp. Ferris, you here? Uh-oh. Now we won't be able to find one of these sites for, like, come on. They might as well have put these labyrinths all over the place for how, like, finding the site should not be the hard part, in my opinion. Jump. But if you are, like, doing the event track, I will say that, like, the amount of sleeper forges that are available now are so high. Like, you might as well just do that, honestly. Like,
I heard people can solo these labyrinths. Is that true?
I heard Deb say that once or earlier. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, unless he's talking about, like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know what it would be that you
Someone did mention it in voice yesterday, but said it was very slow, but it was doable.
Which, I mean, normally I would say something like a rattlesnake, because rattlesnakes can be tanked to eat the doomsday, but because these are weak doomsdays, maybe like an alligator.
Yeah, I was thinking it, but if it takes too long, it's impossible for people to do them in high sec that fast. So there is no site.
Is it an EOS? Draco says an EOS, and Draco knows what he's talking about. If that's the case, maybe I should go do it. I need that EOS fit. All right, jump, 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 jump. Oh yeah, you can have multiple forages in a system. I think Malik somebody what it takes to solo the labyrinth. Malik was I'm not going to say complaining, but commenting about the fact that he couldn't even leave the system because as he was finishing sites, more sites were spawning, just constantly keeping him rolling.
I think I saw one system that had like 3 or 4 today.
It's definitely a problem you want to have, right? What are you taking?
For the
Doomsday?
low sec sites, which are they done in battle cruiser, T2 battle cruiser, or the combat sites?
I mean, I assume so, and I assume that it would be with like more than one.
Oh,
I haven't gotten a chance to do it. I was we were thinking about doing them in Drex a while back, but I never actually got like enough people to come with me that were want to do that. What is the fastest ship for the forges? The best ship that we have found for the forge so far is the alligator. Go ahead and hold. We're waiting until Ferris catches up.
That's not holding.
I mean, everybody needs a good
They're
lemon.
holding on the other side, I guess.
We call this impromptu scouting tactics.
I think this is just funny for everyone who's having to watch this happen in front of them.
You can, Faye, just run to catch up with us where we're at. We're not too far from Alf. Is there an easy way to find the hacking sites? 5 hours and I can't find any?
The event hacking sites?
I heard there are lots of people that were very successful in finding them just in like the same sort of idea, like Mimitar and a Mars space.
Yeah, it's found like 6 day one.
That's the problem with exploration. Is random is random. Is Ferris Fade? Are these the same people?
I don't know, but he said in chat he was lost, I think.
Yeah. And I linked the system.
And we only see the labyrinth if we are in system, in probe scanner or
adjacent. You can see system. You can see with the agency and with opportunities. You can see anomalies that are adjacent to your system.
Okay. So if everybody just flew in different directions until somebody finds something.
That is a way to do it, yeah. Which we may end up doing, but the low-sec comment relic can be found in nullsec. Yeah, now.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm not lost. This is Fade. I'm just I was making my way from Jita over, and now I'm on my way to you.
Okay, no problem. What is
So
our
that's
fleet cap?
lost with extra steps.
We don't have a fleet cap.
I know exactly where I am. I'm in space.
Normally, so like if we overload the site, we would get less reward in theory. But since we're doing it for points and for science, it's okay for us to overload the site a little bit.
For science is always the best excuse.
All right,
I'm gonna go wait on the other side. Oh, never mind.
We jump in?
The cap would be 20? Okay. Yeah, jump through. Does it actually hard cap at 20? Time for my daily unicorn chasing. Take warp. Yay! I got to see the whole fleet light up at the same time. That's always good. Makes me warm and fuzzy. Jump, jump. Right. Well, that was true about the previous sites setup when they implemented that. But are we sure that that's true about these sites? Jump, 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 jump. Take warp. Yes, 30 to 40 people in the fleet. That seems excessive, but if you're just trying to get track reward points and it works, then hell yeah.
Who cares?
Goon tactics. They can't blow us all up. Jump, jump. I remember the old goon swarm. We will clog their artilleries with our rifters. Yeah, but I don't know if this is necessarily home front. I don't know. Research outpost. I don't think they did it with the base home front stuff because base. Well, yeah, I don't know. Take warp. It's really important that they put Alf this deep into Mimitar space because Cat is in Galente space. So you got to keep those as far separated as possible.
Very good.
Me and this Deacon are becoming best buddies at this point.
There's a bunch of people that feel very old right now. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, nice, wizard. All right. Tell you what. At this point, you can open up your map with the F10 window. Stay within high sec. But we're just going to split up a little bit and wander around. First person to find a labyrinth wins. I'll probably give you guys a skin or something. I don't know. We'll figure out something. So go ahead and split up. Once we find a site, we will converge on that system.
We did confirm it shows up under Capsuleer Day, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, we did that yesterday. So
in
I
the
was
map,
actually go on.
Yeah, in the map I can see it under Capsuleer.
Where?
How do I see where it is?
It should say like one jump and then it'll say the system name in opportunities.
Okay, so it'll pop up in opportunities if I'm close.
Correct, under Capsuleer Day, yeah.
No,
so
I
just
have to
confirm,
go away.
you
This is my spot.
You haven't seen one. You're just you're asking for information.
Yeah.
Got it. So speaking of showing your age, I was just talking about this on Discord the other day. Back when I was in the military, you know, you have a problem with, you know, underage girls, and you know, making sure that people that you're hanging out with is of the age, especially around military posts, especially since you never know with things. So, you know, even if you check their ID, it might get fake. So, you know, this was back in like 2005 or whatever. So I had a policy where, like, basically I would go, dance your cares away, and if they knew to go, then I knew that they were of age. It was perfect. Nobody under the age of 19 knew the correct response to that prompt.
Talking about skins again, seen as Wizard was going on about his precious steel.
Wait. Is that even working? Hold on.
It is.
It looks so much like the default skin. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a few, like, I had to convince myself that it wasn't the default skin.
But that default skin costs 110 plex.
Oof. Someone took a Brillo pad to the Typhoon's engines? Yeah, basically. Who was it? Was it you yesterday, Clue? somebody was looking at the skins, and they were trying to like make a crucifier or a.
No, that was someone else that I was around. I
Okay.
don't remember their name. Speaking of skins, though, I can't tell if that one looks good or gaudy. I got bored while we were waiting for you.
Somebody was like working on an executioner skin and basically independently made the malediction skin. It's like, oh yeah, black and silver looks good. I was like, well,
that's awkward.
This, ooh, well, ooh,
See what I mean? I can't tell. It itches something, but it also like you tilt your head a little.
I mean, I like it. It's a very, like, it's got a kind of a deathless feel to it with the purple corruptiveness to it, but like, yeah.
Hey, we are not looking for the deathless research outpost,
No.
right?
No, we're looking for labyrinth.
Can we not
How
do that?
overkill would it be for Sleeper Forge?
The research outpost is
extremely overkill.
It's a two Kikis, 3 augurers setup usually.
Oh.
Now I've got
that in a circle.
Now I've got that song stuck in my head. Dance your cares away, worries for another day.
I feel you get copyrighted.
I know, right? Oh.
I have no idea where it's from.
It's from
Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock, yeah. I just realized that, like, with all the improvements we did from yesterday, I still am using a micro jump drive because I'm an idiot. Was that drifter pop up from the old event? Well, so like all of the previous event sites from the previous stages of the drifter crisis are showing up. So yes, that is the deathless research site from the previous crisis track. The ones like when the drifters attacked specific systems and all the sites were spawning in those systems. That was one of the sites that spawned in those systems. Yeah.
Is it called a Wrath Labyrinth Complex?
That's it.
Yes.
I see one in Kolali and one in Bay. Oh god.
This is my fucking grumpy face.
Never mind.
Bay is lawless and eating calm? Neat. Koleli. Go ahead and link Koleli.
That's giving me not found.
Yeah, just link the system.
Could you add me to Fleet?
Who's I? Where are you? Oh, is that
I just got
Saffron?
to Fate just Elf now.
Who's I? Where are you?
Oh my
Where
god,
are
someone just
you?
tried to kill me. Sorry, I was distracted. Some pirate just tried to kill me.
Don't do that.
I'm just jumping into Elf.
Who's I?
Wrath?
Wrath?
That's what the name I think said.
Where? I don't know anybody named Wrath. I don't know how to invite you if I don't even know your name. Can you open up a
all
convo?
going to Koleli?
Has somebody linked it?
Fade Trades.
Oh, right. Got it.
So are we going to Lirim or Kolali?
Let's head to Koleli. Oh, Jesus. Wait, hold on. Time out. What? Hold on. Who found... You got... What? Where is a drifter opportunity? I guess Agadin posted it in Lirim. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, head there.
Okay.
Best speed to Lirim.
Head into the line.
Yeah. Clolan required going through Lawless in Bay.
Yeah. Which is fun, because it's like the first time that everyone else gets to experience what I get to experience whenever you jump into Bay. Which is, oh god, I'm probably going to die.
Yeah, there's a Tengu in the one in Kolili anyway.
I'm in 9 jumps out. Koleli's like back in Galente space.
Yep.
Five jumps out.
6.
7.
Okay, who's on 8?
I was going to say, who got 8?
Trapped on
8
9.
jumps.
There you go. There's 8.
9.
There you go. Yes.
If anyone's still 10 or more out, honestly, I'm sad.
I would love to see your reaction if someone just said,
"Oh,
yeah, I'm in heck."
Right. Thank you, Malik, for reminding me. There was another thing that I wanted to talk about based on what CCP has been putting out there, just as a more news from FanFesty type stuff. We have CCP Okami. Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in and checking out FanFest. I want to make sure to quick check in regarding balancing updates and mining, as there are still several important topics here. There will be a tuning update that goes out shortly after Legion, targeting June 3rd. So that's a good point. We'll be having our 27th update, and then there'll be another update on the 3rd, supposedly. Number 1, pyrite. So pyrite is a high-sec mineral. This is still the #1 mineral that we feel that are not hitting yet. It's in high demand and the universe is not meeting its needs. We'll make a change that will mainly target high-sec, as we feel that this is the right region to get pyrite buff at the moment. So in regards to pyrite updates at Null, they will remain the same. These upgrades are largely meant to provide flexibility and an option for the extreme need to self-sufficient production, not meant to be as a main provider of these minerals. Morphite. Did we overcorrect? Yes or no? Morphite is hitting some good traditional numbers right now, but are still trending down. We are seeing pretty large supplies, which is great, but we feel like we're not hitting a spot where we're happy, and we want to make sure that there isn't an overcorrection. This will mean that we're going to be making some minor tweaks to Morphite Morphite upgrades in Null. There won't be any huge bumps there, but tweaks to keep things on track, as well as Zydrine. This is probably the weirdest one right now, and because of that, we're going to wait and see what happens post-Legion. There should be enough theoretical availability in nullsec at the moment, and Zydrine has seen some volatility in its history despite relative availability, quantities, and trade volumes. One of the bigger factors here that we want to see how it plays out is the upcoming availability of nullsec to swap upgrades, which may make it easier for people to swap into Zydrine build-outs if and when needed. If this doesn't impact what we want, then, of course, we'll be looking for additional tuning adjustments in Legion. So a couple things about this. First of all, the pyrite thing, I've been banging this drum forever. One of the big things about this is that with all of the moons turning over to being mined by Metanoxes as opposed to humans, that is actually a big cut in pyrite, because Metanoxes pull out the moon goo, but they don't get any of the minerals. And so most of the time when you're mining, I've got somebody hot micing. Can we not? So when you're mining moons like R4 and HiSec, you end up with a bunch of Mexilon and Pyrite almost as slag. Like half of the value of the stuff is Mexilon and Pyrite. So while a lot of people were mining moons for the R4 reactables to build battleships and faction ships, there's just this glut of Pyrite that came out. But it was already, you know, there was the people that had it, that had too much of it, and the people that didn't have it, didn't have enough of it because it was in low sec or null sec or whatever. This was made even worse when more and more of especially the low quality moons were transferred over to Metanoxes, which made it so that they were no longer producing that pyrite. So while everything else was kind of going wild, pyrite was one of those things that, like, we profited off of a lot by, you know, for example. So what this is suggesting is that they do have a fix for pyrite coming up. So if you do have a stockpile of pyrite still, it might be worth like shaking out some of your rocks to see whether or not you can sell it before this change happens. But likewise, this is also a high-sec mining buff that is kind of on the horizon, so keep that in mind. This doesn't show that there is one in Lyrium. Well, hopefully we'll find it.
It was called Labyrinth, right? Not the Forge.
I have the labyrinth complex on mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it too. I see it too.
All right, well.
Stig is QBU.
Yeah, it's on the overview.
That means somebody's already started it. It might be run.
I see it in opportunities considered.
Okay.
There's a Coesta and a Thalia, but that might be us. I don't know. Yeah, it's us.
Now then, let's find out how bad I am at warping or at mapping out these site.
I got it. 16 ships.
What was that, friends?
Watch list should be 16.
Yep. All right, everybody go ahead and collect here. Do not activate either of the gates yet. We're just going to be collecting here. Once you get in the system, go ahead and warp to Ash. Let me... Where's my pen? This is the same pen. Still doesn't work. So, just so that we can orient ourselves, you can look on your HUD at the on your screen, which is where your hit points and your capacitor is and everything. And around the outside of the HUD, there should be a little like compass. If it's not there, you can right click on it or hover over it and make sure your sensor overlay is on. If you spin that, you should be able to see there's little ticks on this in four corners, and one of the ticks is an arrow. That arrow is galactic north. So just to make sure that we understand, one of the stargates, Stargate number 1, is in galactic south, and Stargate number 2 is in galactic east. All right. So we're going to wait for a couple more people to show up. Yes, also you have a yellow line if you have your tactical overlay up, which is Control D by default. Then there's a yellow line. That yellow line is galactic north.
Oh, good, because I couldn't find out how to turn on the compass. It's fine. I have the overlay on. We're good.
If you...
It's on the hamburger menu.
Yeah, there's a little cheeseburger menu in the bottom right of the HUD. Options. Make sure... display sensor overlay.
The yellow tick is actually the cartel hideout. The arrow is the north.
Yes.
What? The yellow line is also north.
No, the yellow line you're talking about on the compass points to the cartel. It's the tactical overlay that has the yellow line pointing north.
Yeah, that's because, like, yellow dashes on the sensor overlay would be landmarks. I'm talking about on the tactical overlay where it says 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 away from your ship. Like, the yellow one is north, the other ones are the other directions.
Makes sense.
I was picking up what you were putting down.
Don't worry, everyone. Just taking a moment to judge everyone's skin.
Hey.
I mean, surely there is no complaint about my skin.
All these unskinned trig.
I was literally given this skin today
I'm
for my
waiting to
value.
win the giveaway. Or my deacon.
It is indeed a nice Thalia skin.
Yeah,
If
I
do
like it
say so
too.
myself.
The
I
Thalia
really
is
like
just
it.
a nice looking ship, honestly.
It is.
Looks like we have everybody.
We do have everybody. Okay, so by the way, FCs, you can go into escape menu, go to shortcuts. I think it's navigation. Is it navigation or combat?
Remember to claim event.
Oh yeah, I died last time. I didn't get the complete labyrinth thing.
Here we go. So fleet regroup is a command. I think it's by default not set to anything, but you can set it, and then that way you can give a regroup command, which you can see I just did. And wait, is this working? Okay, hold on. There's a regroup command. Yep, now everybody's following me. Why didn't that work? Fleet regroup. Control Shift R. Control Shift R. Okay, well, that's not working. Great. I will just do it manually then. All right.
Do you want to cover tags as well?
Yeah, so if you do not have tags on your overview, right-click on your overview, go to Columns, and make sure Tags is checked. You can also go to Change Order to check tags, and then drag it up the list in order to move it further to the left. So right now you should see that one of the Stargates is labeled 1, and the Stargate that we're heading towards is labeled 2. So we're heading to the East Stargate right now. Prop off. Once we all cross this threshold, I'll be giving us the order to warp, so that way we should all be able to warp at the same time, basically. So
I'm chugging. I'm chugging.
you can prop on, Clue. All right. Activate gate in 3, 2, 1. Activate gate, activate gate, activate gate. Shit. Regroup. Prop on. Kill soothing. Then innervating. Soothing, then innervating. It's okay for us to spread DPS because there's enough reps on field that it's good for us to hit multiple targets at the same time. Be advised, there is an innervating battleship that's really strong newts. Drones are going to get blapped very fast, so advisable to not have drones. In this room, since there is no cans and there is no structure, that means we have to kill all of the rats, and that's what we're focusing on. You do not need to necessarily broadcast for reps, but if it doesn't look like you're getting caught fast enough, like you're below 75% or whatever, feel free to say your name in comms just to make sure we catch you. But everybody should be on the watch list. You should have 15 people on the watch list. Total?
16. 16, yeah.
16 people, sorry, 16 people. 16 people. If you need to, right-click on Squad 1 and then make sure you also drag Ash on there. That might be the one you're missing. All right, that was it for this room. We're going to go down to 1. Looting, if there is loot to grab, loot is worth grabbing if you can. But salvage is not worth it.
So gate 1 is east, right?
Yes, we are going to the east gate, which is the only gate. Like X is on our way home. Activate gate, activate gate, activate gate. Apparently somebody's lemming. Let's go. Damn it. No, no. Soothing. Kill soothing first. Prop on. This is another combat system. Sakru, Sakru.
Fire is split currently.
And straw. Y'all still tripping up on my Alf joke? Okay, well. See, this is east and south. Shit, I brought us way too far away from the rats. Let me pull back. Hey, more rats. So this site does rearrange itself every single time, Mr. Flynn. Mr. Fillin? Mr. Fillin?
Wasn't even time to finish locking.
He's dead. What was that?
He was too far away from me.
Okay. People need to be anchored. Otherwise, we won't be able to rep you. What did we lose?
It's going over all failures.
Admiral. Admiral. Thank you.
Link lost, please.
He died really fast.
Yeah, I did.
Yep.
Toby. All right, we're going to head to gate 1, which is east. A Kiki. That was a Kiki?
Yep.
That is not the right Kiki fit. That's why you died. You had no tank. I'm sorry, man.
Looks like a course is pulling behind.
Well, make sure you're following me. I didn't do a regroup this time. That's probably... Oh, minus. Orbit at 5k. Everybody orbit at 3 to 5k against the minus. Do not attack the minus. No one attack the minus. No one attack the minus. Weapon are Red, do not fire. Do not, or yeah, weapons red, do not fire, do not fire. I need tracking disruption on Minos. Afterburners on. Orbit Minos at 3 to 5K. Only tracking disruption. Switch to short range ammo. Do not fire, do not fire, do not fire.
Has Minos.
What?
Threats has Minos.
Only a Tech 1 battleship. Interesting. Everybody get in your orbit. We're going to give it a few seconds for everybody to get nice and comfortable. Yep, load a Colt if you can. This is when we get to find out how lucky we are. Everybody needs to be tight on Minos. We still have other people that aren't here yet. Props should be on. Orbiting Minos. We need people to get on this quickly before he leaves. Gross. Makes sense. Are you being webbed? No.
He is using Warp Scram.
Coarser being coarser, I guess. All right. Make sure you guys get in your little comfortable orbit. On the count of 5, or when I'm going to count down from 5 and then we're all going to shoot. Then it's going to break all of our locks. We're going to relock it and attempt to tracking disrupt it ASAP. And we'll see if anybody dies. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire, 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 fire. Lock, 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 lock. Tracking disrupt. Fire, 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 fire. Looks like he's shooting at me. And miss. Perfect.
Man, that's scary.
It can be. We lost a Kiki yesterday like that. All right. It's actually super convenient that we killed Minos before we made it to the... Before we found the other guy. Last time we had to backtrack to find the... Yep, I got it. All right, so. Now then. Hey, guys. That was half of the scariest part of the whole site. Go ahead, and I'm going to do a regroup. We're going to head towards gate 1, which, just to remind everybody, is the east gate. I am airing on... Basically, we're doing left wall strats today, so we're going to go east if we can. As they say in Firefly, first you feel real tired, and then you don't feel anything anymore. We are activating the gate in 3. There's still some people behind. Just get here as soon as possible.
Going as fast as I can.
Yep, that's
Captain.
fine. Activate in 3, 2, 1. Activate, activate, activate. Long range ammo. Another kill them all room. Enervating. Looks like there's more enervating than soothing, so let's go ahead and go with enervating first. Thrands.
Oh.
Reps to Thrands, reps to Thrands, reps to Thrands. And Kalahadra.
Repping.
I'm all on Kalahadra, just...
Yep. See? They don't take very much damage. We're just lucky they don't have webs around here.
I think a lot of it is that we've got people sitting around on the whoop-in too long, being still.
Yeah. When once we land, you need to anchor up on Ash. I'm not able to do, like, I've got so much stuff happening at the very first few seconds that doing a regroup at first is kind of hard. So, wait, what happened to Sakru? Wait, Sakru's dead?
No,
No, he was calling the dead of the Minotaur.
Oh, okay. Shoot. I'm taking us the wrong way again. Oh, we killed them all before the respawn.
Sure.
Kill soothing. Ogadin. There's that. For those of you who don't know, the reason why I turn my camera as much as I am doing is I'm also like double clicking a lot to change my trajectory, manual piloting and such.
Okagan, you are way out of our range, or at least mine. I can't rep you.
Regrouping.
It's neutered.
Yeah, that range, the Thalias weren't able to do much either.
Yeah,
I still had him.
To rep him.
I still have him, but it was 38 and mine are 34.
Yeah, mine was on it too.
Just
We
out
are
of
going to
morbid
go.
curiosity, if I am targeting someone who is asking for repairs and I accidentally smack my weapons button and not the remote repair button,
You need to have your safety set to green so that way it does nothing if that happens.
perfect. That's exactly what I was sitting here worrying about.
The dominance command unit is just really hard to drop. It might be one of the ones that only comes from the Nexus. That sounds like something that would come out of the Nexus.
Ogadin is out of range again.
It's fine. There's no more rats. I'm pulling everybody south to get us ready for alignment on the gate.
Oh, even on orange, it says restricted by safety system if I want to activate my guns on someone.
Yep.
So as long as I didn't disable the safety, I wouldn't have accidentally murdered someone. Cool. Good to know.
Right. You have to set safety to red in order to be able to, but you'll get honestly, you won't murder them, you'll murder yourself.
Oh, I know.
Concord will kill you probably before you kill them.
Will Concord come into the site?
Absolutely. They'll just spawn here. If need be.
They're not restricted by dead space, it's just spawn here.
Concord will kill you anywhere.
We are going down the south gate in 3, 2, 1. Activate gate. Yeah, make sure your safeties are not red, guys. If you Concord yourself, I give nothing to you.
We
No
can't.
What would Concord do to the drifters?
Nothing.
I can't remember last time I had my safety other than red.
All right. Regroup. Ow, that newt. Ow, that newt. Oh, that newt.
Admiral.
Kill the enervating Copus if you can. There goes my cap. All right. Once this enervating Copus is dead, if you can kill other stuff, go for it. If you can't, shoot the obstruction node.
Whoops.
What's whoops?
I repaired the resin Acontia or...
Well, they're assembled, but we have no idea whether or not that, like, where it's pointing matters, I guess, is the way I would put it. I wonder if it's a... Well, it could be... Yeah, I think that the idea that it targets Jovian space is probably relevant. But the fact that it looks like a trig effect, like the effect from the video, has all like stood out to me immediately. Yeah, go ahead and kill whatever you can. But if you can't reach anything, go after the obstruction node. Fade.
Fade.
I mean, a wormhole technically doesn't need to be... It's in the wormhole nexus sites. The nexus sites in the drifter wormholes. A wormhole doesn't need to be pointed at anything. Like, yes, it is a long line, which would imply that it is pointed, and stargates that we use generally point towards their destination. But if it's just generating a wormhole to go through, there's nothing that requires that to be pointing in the direction that it's supposed to be going, I would argue. That said...
Normally when we see wormholes, they're just ball-shaped, technically.
Right, and this thing does look like a ball shape inside of the thing, but there is a point where they are talking a lot about alignments, right? In fact, there is pretty strong suggestion that why the Wrath of the Tyrannos event is that these things, like, they're attacking all over the place to get alignments, right? These labyrinths are shunting space-time information to the nexus in LowSec, and then those are doing something with higher dimensions of space-time. That's what it says in the New Eden News. So it could be that the platforms are constructed but not finished in alignment yet, if that makes sense. That and the nature of the sites being respawning anomaly probably means that we have a static alignment until the event is over that makes the nexus a static site again. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair enough assessment. Usually when they have sites that spawn, they kind of spawn in a random direction.
Even to 4.
4. What? Say again?
No, it's cool. You were too far from battleship.
Oh, yeah. I'm just orbiting the obstruction node. Could be that they're connecting to another region of space that is neither known Jove space nor currently known in Noicus. It is absolutely true. I mean, like, it could be connecting to fucking anywhere, but people have noted, and it's true, that you can kind of see the Jovian nebula in the wormhole that they are creating. What just happened?
It blew up.
It blew up.
Yeah, but
Wormhole collapsed.
We have watchful above.
did somebody grab the loot faster than I could? Okay, we got loot. Got it. All right, we're going to align down gate 1. I've given up on mapping this, but
I have them mapped.
yay. We're going south.
So far, it's going fairly well.
Why would you say something like that?
Sorry.
In the middle.
Wow.
Who was that? Who I know. I need to know who to
It
charge
was
when we all get blown up.
definitely not that though.
I didn't do it.
Clue, how dare you say something like that?
You're
Activate gate
so
in 3,
right. I'm so
2,
sorry.
Activate gate in 3, 2, 1. Activate gate. Activate gate. Activate gate. Long range ammo. That's like back in the military when somebody said fucking the sun. Oh, the sun's out. Oh, I fucking hate you. All right. Hackers go hack. Everybody else, let's go kill. Try not to stay like Logi, monitor the situation. Let me know if I need to fix anything. Kill the soothing then innervating. Soothing then innervating.
Marlin?
I will do the cans 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3A, I guess. Go and use that for your coordination.
Ah, they're switching targets constantly.
Ancient. And whatever. We'll get it under control soon.
My favorite at basic was when someone said near an MTI, "No, today's gone by pretty fast."
For me, it was night shift on an ER, and someone said, "Isn't it quiet tonight?"
Yeah, no, I had a friend who did that. He hated me for it.
Man, if I was an EMT or something and somebody commented that it was a quiet night, I might just like instinctively punch them.
Well, that's no longer quiet nights.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It
At
was
least you
quiet
got
until
me.
you open your mouth.
You would be in the right place to fix the damage, though.
Yes,
true.
Rymor?
Yeah.
You got DPS.
All right,
Moving too
hackers.
far away from Marlin.
Okay. Mullen and Draco have kind of split, so I'm going to try to split the difference.
Yeah, they're right on the edge of rep range at the moment.
Yeah.
I have aggro of the last two right now.
Who is I? Third person, please.
Lunatic. Sorry. I just lost it. They were missing, it's fine.
Yeah, when it's just a battleship, then it doesn't matter too much.
Grab some Strahlen, please.
Yep. Already on it.
Is anybody heading to 1 to hack it? Didn't we have 2 hackers?
I'm heading to 1.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, we need to hack all 4 cans. This is also going to be true when we get to the final room, so getting that situated is going to be important. Kill soothing, then innervating.
That's
innervating. That's the problem with flying in the EU time period. Like, all you guys have weird names and know how to pronounce them right, which confuses the hell out of me. Just kidding.
My name has nothing to do with Europe. It's literally just an Eve-generated name. And I wish I could change it.
Fair.
But CCP will not even let me swipe for it.
Yep. The best part about speaking to Northern Europeans is that they can read my name correctly.
What's that? The Warlock?
The wizard.
Yep.
Oh, finish! That's like cursed. Sorry. Not many Europeans will be able to say that.
I mean, we don't know where the room boss is somewhere in this maze, so we might have even gone the wrong way, and we'll need to backtrack at some point. But we've gotten pretty far through this maze without having to backtrack so far. Knock on fucking wood.
I said nothing.
Yeah. This one was my fault. It's okay. Isn't the boss always to the southeast? I don't know. We're going to go to the south next. And 3, 2, 1, activate gate. Here we go. You're right. Final boss room, boss room. Hackers, go ahead and get ready for hacking, or, get ready to start hacking. We will follow you around.
Going for 1.
We will have to be fighting the entire time that you guys are hacking. So, innervating cope is first.
Okay.
So our hackers are going to 1 and 2 first, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3A.
Okay. I will try to keep us near 1 and 2 for now. So there's a 3-step process here. We have to hack all 4 cans, then the battleship spawns. We have to kill the battleship, and then we are able to destroy the horde, and then we're done.
Oga, can you have the 0 velocity move?
Soon outside wraps. Wreck.
One done.
Right. Now in the dread site, you have to actually hack all 4 cans at the exact same time. In the labyrinth site, you can have one person theoretically hack all 4 cans.
Sucks you can't use micro warp drive here.
What?
MWD, you can't use it.
Oh, it can't. Yes, you are correct. I thought you were saying you could use it in the labyrinth in K-Space. I was like, that's different. Rats. Soothing then innervating. Lots of soothing. Free fire soothing.
Adbo.
I got you.
Thank you.
Where are my hackers now? 2. Hackers just at 2.
I'm going to 3 already.
3. Okay, great. Tracking that.
I'm being muted by innovators.
Yeah, we got to kill these soothing before we can take out the innervating. Sorry. Otherwise, it's going to take way too long to kill the innervating. In fact, somebody is trying to kill the innervating and completely failing with the soothing in field. Oh, one of the innervating is about to die.
Going for A.
Okay, perfect. Let me know when you're about to crack A, so that way we don't get, like, the battleship jump scaring us.
Okay.
Getting my cat back, yoo-hoo.
Yesterday, I remember a lot more loot than today. Also, we never found the trader during this route.
Still can.
I don't think so.
Well, not with that attitude.
I mean, we could theoretically backtrack and keep searching, but, like, this is the last room.
Draco, you got A?
What?
There's 2 of us at the same can. I'm just saying you just got it.
Oh. Got it. All right, let's get ready for the drifter to get spawned.
Yep, I'm ready. Should I hack?
Crack it. There's Ladon, orbit Ladon, 3 to 5 kilometers. Orbit Ladon, 3 to 5 kilometers. Do not attack Ladon. Tracking disruption to Ladon. Everybody else, go ahead and kill anything that isn't Ladon. Do not shoot at Ladon. Short range ammo. Tight orbit. Everybody get on orbit to Ladon. Keep killing other rats if they are within range. Let's go ahead and kill anything that's not a battleship. Oh, no. Let's kill the innervating Copus. Just because we don't want somebody completely nuded out when Ladon dies. Or when Ladon shoots. Do not kill anything besides the innervating Copus. Stop firing at anything that is not an innervating Copus. There are some people still shooting at innervating Zephos and stirring Zephos. We do not want anything that isn't the innervating Copus to die, because we don't want it to respawn again. All right. Everybody set up on Ladon. Make sure you're locked up. Orbiting 3 to 5 kilometers. We are going to fire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire. Good luck, Godspeed.
Relock him.
Relock.
Relock. Tracking disrupt. It fired. Ogadin. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Did we miss?
Room has switched.
Nope, Ogadin's dead. All right, go ahead and kill Ladon. Then kill the rest of the rats. I think because you're in the room, it'll still count you as finishing the site, so go ahead and just stay here. All right. Once again, if you can fire anything else, go ahead and... No. Hold here, because we want you to get credit if you can. Unless you have implants in which case we may not want you to accidentally get potted. Kill other things if you can reach it, otherwise fire at the Reckoning Horde. Can you link your loss?
Don't forget to re-anchor.
Well, orbit the Reckoning Horde at like 3K. Or anchor, one of the two. Oh, you were a coercer? Fuck yeah! Sorry, no offense, but like...
That's profit, baby.
Dudes, I need rips.
Draco.
Yeah, on it.
Honestly, I would just ignore the rats and let's kill the Reckoning Horde.
I officially found out what it would do if I tried to fire upon someone while green. It just gives me a noise.
That crew? Hey, Dutch Gunner, how's it feel to have an entire patch note dedicated to you? Actually, an entire patch notes. All of the patch notes today basically was like, Dutch Gunner, we're sorry. Signed CCP. Honestly, probably not the first time that there was a patch note that could have been read like, Dear Dutch Gunner, we're sorry, signed CCP.
Probably won't be the last time either.
No more Kikis and Dodie? We should fix that. Well, yeah, Dutch, I know. Come on, I'm trying to pump up your ego. Clearly, you were the only person that ran a labyrinth in any of the drifter wormholes yesterday. People that are still killing rats are wasting your time. I love this structure, man. It looks like there's like a meeting hall in the middle with the drifter logo.
I like the fact that it genuinely looks like a hook into this into this portion of the wormhole.
Yeah. Yep, that's why we didn't want to kill the rats. Oh well. This is fine. This is a good spawn. Keep killing the horde. Now kill all the rats. That's Hobie.
Thank you.
$215 million-ish worth of stuff. So, good news, I can buy your coercer for you.
Heck yeah.
Make sure to claim your points.
I think I even had wraps on him, but it didn't matter.
Correct. It does not
He got
matter.
wrecked
No.
hard.
It does not matter. That shot is about 400,000 damage. If it hits, it kills you.
Yeah, also like Courser has bigger seek radius.
Also, it's slower. If you remember, the Coercer was only going like 500 with the Afterburner, so yeah, it was probably the worst. It was the worst thing to try to dodge the Doomsday, but also at the same time, it was the best thing to get killed by the Doomsday. So,
And
I mean, one Kiki and one Courser loss is fairly okay, I would say.
yeah, the EOS apparently can be, because these Doomsdays are actually weaker than the normal Doomsday for like the Apollo and Artemises. So I guess there are some battle cruisers, including the EOS, that can just tank the Doomsday to the face. All right, now everybody go back and activate the acceleration gate. Broadcast the target. We're going to activate the acceleration gate just so we can get credit for the next labyrinth site.
To be fair, the key that got destroyed wasn't set up properly.
No, yeah, that was a different one. Yeah, that Kiki didn't have enough buffer for us to be able to save it. I will still probably give you some money for it, though, because we should have double-checked. That's it.
Also,
that is the
also
Drifter.
He gets a skin. He said the first one to die gets a skin.
I said to the Drifter Dooms. I said to Drifter Doomsdays. That was not a Doomsday.
Going back on his word now. What the heck?
No.
Yeah.
Technicality. I live and die on my technicalities.
Or read the fine print.
Exactly. All right, go ahead and when you land, just go ahead and sit here. Once we get everybody here, then we will warp off and be largely done. Was it supposed to be 5 or 10 points when doing the tourist tracks? They actually nerfed the tourist track, so now it's 5 points. You can still absolutely do it. It still repeats, but the points have been cut in half. So it takes twice as long. All right. Make sure to claim your points.
Are we doing one more?
If we can find one more, sure. Go ahead.
Should we split up then?
Yep, spread out. Bring me another Nexus site or a Labyrinth site rather, and we will go for it. Is ERAM a wait? Hold on. Is ERAM a minor victory? I can't remember. Either way, I'm gonna head there. We'll find out. Yes, let's do a giveaway.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late for me, so I'm gonna take off.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's just go do -1 in fleet if you link Kaleli one more time. -1 in fleet if you have to go. Are those all Kikis? I think all 3 of those are Kikis.
They are.
If that's the case, then we can keep going.
Looks like 4 Kikis.
What is Raymore?
Sorry.
What are you in, Raymore?
Just a Tech 1 frigate.
Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can keep going. Hold on. I'm working on the giveaway now. I think I'm working on it. Why is Streamlabs being so... You know what? I answered my question just by starting to ask it. We plunder the Nexus and you plunder my skin collection! Exclamation point plunder for your chance to win one of these Tech 1 Logi frigate skins by Thrans. Go forth and find me a labyrinth.
There's one in Kaleli.
I don't care.
What's wrong with that one?
Find that one that's not.
No, it's pretty
in
far
Kaleli.
away. It's pretty far away. There's an eating comm system between me and them, and also it's a meme now. There's nothing inherently wrong with Kaleli.
Apart from everything you just mentioned.
Yeah. All right. That Kiki though. Hold on. The coercer is 15 million, so we'll give you 20. The Kiki was 104 million. Okay, I won't do it then. Have a good night. Thanks for coming, guys. Anybody who participated. Hope you had a good time. That leaves us with about 200 million. So I'm just going to send 15 million to each person. I don't have enough money to do that on this character.
I found a labyrinth in Olbra.
Link the system? I'm just going to grab the current fleet composition so that way I can pay you guys afterwards, because apparently I don't have the ISK on me right now, because I can only be so prepared, apparently. All right, go ahead and head to Olbra. Olbra. Exclamation point plunder for your chance to win a skin.
You have a loan of the ISK.
Okay.
Will you be doing more of these runs?
I mean, in theory, as long as I have enough people, we can do it.
And I hope to see you tomorrow.
All right.
Hey, sorry, my girlfriend was talking to me about the walk. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it.
You can send them.
No, I hit the voice to talk. Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
it's okay. No problem. You don't. I don't care. He's also streaming. Clue's also streaming. We linked it last time. If I sent ISK to somebody and you don't want it, you can always send it back. But I'm just doing this because it's easiest to just do it down the list. Not exactly what I meant.
Police skin.
What?
I'm also getting a coercer police skin on Twitch.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, Olbra, nobody's running the site, so it's clear.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, they might as well just put one in every single system, because, like, it's not... Being able to find the site is so much not the problem when it comes to running these sites. Or at least it shouldn't be, in my opinion. The fact that I have to get together 10 people and then run around like a chicken with my head cut off is kind of silly.
But my scarcity.
The actual
Normally-
truth is, scarcity never ended. They just changed what it was about.
I mean, if you ask Reddit, that's true. I've been arguing with people about that for like 2 years. Ever since they really announced the end of scarcity, people are like, "Oh yeah, scarcity isn't over." I'm like, man, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Because if you don't think this is after post scarcity, then I've got bad news for you. This is as post scarcity as we get. Welcome to the new reality.
The tinfoil hats are too strong.
I'm gonna go grab some water while we head over.
Yep, thank you for the fleet for tonight. See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and warp to the labyrinth complex. I'm going to do the giveaway now. Oh, it's because it closed. Resuming entries. Dread Dog. Everybody go ahead and do exclamation mark plunder right now. Dread Dog, I'm going to check. Yeah, you're not on here yet. So Dread Dog, go ahead and exclamation point plunder. Well, this is a new round.
Do I have to replunder?
I mean, not if you don't want to win. You are their clue.
Oh, okay, well.
In that case, no.
All right. We are stopping it. Pulling in 3, 2, 1. Goblin Grenade. X up with your in-game name and which of these skins that you want. Let me show them one more time. We have the burst.
Congratulations.
We have the burst. We have the Inquisitor with the tiger stripes. We have the pretty in pink Kaldari Bantam and the Navitas Drifter Edition. Which one of these 4 do you want? Okay, that's your name. You gotta pick one. The Navitas? Excellent. Excellent choice.
I would definitely make the same one.
Remember, guys, we have Thrans, Punch, and myself all have gone out of our way to make sure that we have all of the Skinner stuff to be able to build cool stuff for people. So if you are interested in getting skins made or any of these skins, you know, contact the ones that we're showing off today are Thrans's. Say hi, Thrans.
Hello, and I will say almost all of the stuff. Don't ask me for Anointed Dead.
All right. I think that worked. Right? Didn't I do that? Did I do that right? Yes. Hey, man. You're welcome. I'm glad that things help you. All right. Let's see. We're going to start again. We've got south and east once again, 1 and 2. Man, why am I so quickly filling up my cargo when doing Explo? Because you'll notice that there are certain things in Explo that aren't worth carrying around. You'll find that there are some things that are rather bulky, but are also not worth very much. So if you sort by value of the stuff in your cargo hold, you can usually kind of click on things and see what in your cargo hold is taking up a disproportionate amount of space and just jettison that shit. Oh, well, in that case, go sell stuff. All right. We're going to line down gate 1. Regroup is made.
New labyrinth map is started. Good to go.
Yeah, if you want to come join us, you can. Yeah, fireworks do take up a lot of space. Prop on, prop on, prop on. We've got a lot of stragglers still. We are going on the east gate once again. All right. 3, 2, 1. Activate gate, activate gate, activate gate. I mean, we can try to keep you alive.
I was in a magnate earlier until yesterday's boss fight.
All right.
Going for 1.
Sakura?
Yeah, it's okay.
And these rats are dying fast.
I'll go for 3.
Going for 2.
I was avoiding doing the relic sites because I'm slow as hell.
Molin is out of rep range.
That should fix itself soon.
Ferris.
We got to go up in order to get this watchful, so
Myron?
be careful about ranges. Myron?
Going back to A.
Okay.
3 is clear.
Cool.
Blue is out of range, so is Marlon.
On my way back up.
That's fine. We're all going to be converging towards A, so. Well, more or less. Too bad the watchful's going the wrong direction, but now we are.
Minor details.
Yeah, details. Detail. Soothing than everything else.
They're on me. Clunetic, clunetic. Clunetic, clunetic.
Yep. It's okay.
We got you.
Ooh,
I didn't
you
know
are
if I was
far
in
away.
range. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
we
the
got
problem.
initially.
We got you now. I thought you were heading to A. I thought you were you were going to be a lot closer to A. Sorry.
I'm very slow.
No, yeah. Turns out I was looking at Malin.
Stay blessed.
All right. We're going to go down 1, which is east.
I have quite a bit to catch up.
Yep. So once you get to the gate, go ahead and align down the gate by double-clicking past the gate and then turning off your prop. We'll wait for Malin to catch up. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Activate gate, activate gate, activate gate. Negative Drifter, kills Soothing, then Innervating. There's another one of those hacking rooms, so 1, 2, 3.
Going for 1.
1.
Faris.
Fade.
And fade. They are splitting DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll just split
Fade.
repairs. We got you. Friends.
Thrones will keep 1 on both Fade and Faris. Plenty on Thrones.
I mean, I just think our DPS, the incoming DPS is low right now.
I meant plenty of reps, but yeah.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, there's nothing else to rep right now.
Mayhem.
Marin.
I mean,
Marin, Marin.
Going for 2.
All off Thrones. Merim Sakar.
The crew. Myram again.
Yep, no, it's just Spitfire.
Keep it up. We're hacking 2 now. Do we only have 1 hacker?
We should have... Yeah, we're down to 1. at least one of our initial hackers left. I
Right.
don't know if someone else has got a hacking module stray somewhere.
Going for 3.
Caldwell, hack A.
Kill everything besides the battleship first.
Mr. Fillon.
Yeah, let's not let him die again.
Do my best.
At least not to something that won't result in him getting a skin.
Yeah.
I mean, he does feel way more tanky now.
I imagine.
Unlike before, where it's like he's taking damage and he's dead.
Yeah. That's definitely a non-fleet fit. Hey, what's up, Waffles? We're doing our second labyrinth of the day.
Three left.
All right, let's go to A.
Looks like someone has A already.
Yep.
Toba.
Yep. Ripping him.
Oh, cool. I got the Macarial skin. You know, one of the things that's BS about this event, people that got bonus points, like people who earned more than 1150 or 1050, still had 1050. Like they reset people down to 1050 when they expanded the track.
I think I should have around 1900 by now.
All right, go ahead and head towards gate 1, which is the eastern gate.
Don't forget to do your project discovery.
We're still waiting on a couple people. Including a deacon, so you best believe we're waiting. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Activate gate, activate gate, activate gate. Yeah, the rewards in this event has felt kind of low, all things considered. Another hacking site.
Jeez.
Very different than last maze, huh?
Perfect time to only have one hacker.
Yeah, as soon as we lose
no
our
kidding,
hacker.
right?
No, we have two.
Yeah, we do have 2 now.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Flynn is primary.
Mr. Flynn, Mr. Flynn, Mr. Flynn.
I'm going for the one northeast.
They're now labeled.
I'm going to A.
1750 box was pretty bad. I got a bunch of items that I could have found on hacking sites. We did, I mean, so the one data point that I have so far, they got a male drifter plug suit. So,
Seems like 100%.
yeah, exactly. You know, I gotta say, like, as far as that goes, it feels kind of skimpy that, like, the final reward has a low chance of, like, you don't want to have to earn all the way to the top and then find out that you didn't get a jackpot. Like, that feels very Raid Shadow Legends to me. I don't know how else to put it.
Going for 2? Sure.
Going to
I
3.
mean, it was like the historic skin box. I got the Atron red versus blue out of it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that can be any skin that has dropped in a previous event, I think. Which a lot of those are going to be the red versus blue. I mean, it could be worth it. It does have, like, so I did post it earlier. It had like 3 or 4 different skins and like some Skinner elements, or 1 or 2 different skins and some Skinner, 2 or 3 different Skinner elements and the drifter plug suit. I honestly, I would say, if you're doing it for the skill points, that's good. That's great. If you're doing it for the unlimited Skinner element, that's probably pretty good. I would not break my back. Well, no, I'm talking about, like, I'm assuming you've already gotten the Plex and everything. Like, to go to the extension, I don't know if I'd necessarily, like, decide to do it for the final box. But if you're already doing it for other reasons, then it's fine. But yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I need to have my chance at a drifter plug suit.
But the gambles.
I mean, hey, that is what some people fucking, that's their jam. And by all means, don't let me, I'm not kink shaming anybody.
The hyper enjoyers.
Calhandro.
That's out of repair range.
What? Where? What? Who?
Calandra.
Calandron.
Don't seem to be taking damage.
Fade.
Fade.
Fade, fade.
Let him fade.
Cheers, guys.
That sounds like a way to say that we should let him die. I disagree.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Let him fade away.
Well, I thought about my my thumbnail, you know, let him cook. All right, we're going on 1, which is the southern gate.
Let him cook. That would probably be the Doomsday, I guess.
That's fair. All right. Activate in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Activate gate, activate gate, activate gate. Leave it to a scout to try to navigate this thing without a map. I was a scout in the military back in the day, for those of you who don't know. All right, we're going to orbit the obstruction node. If you can kill things, kill things. If you can't kill the, go ahead and shoot the obstruction node. Priority is the enervating Copus.
Miriam.
About to nuke the fuck out of me. All right, Ash is neuted. And off Ash.
Varys.
Damn it. Got out of range.
Is my game froze? I don't know.
Who's my?
It's Miriam, the Deacon.
Okay. Well, don't worry, you're tanking just fine.
Yeah, but no velocity, so...
Well. Now
At
now
least
there's
20k away.
I did a regroup. All right.
Regoop.
Attack the regoop. Attack the obstruction node. Short range ammo. The drifter cooking shall continue until content improves. Well, then I guess they'll be cooking for a while. Oh! Deacon just DC'd. Deacon just DC'd.
No worries.
We'll lock
He's
him
alive.
up. Make sure he's locked
Yep.
up. Okay, he's off. He's off. He's off.
I said it's high sec. We could point him.
No, we can't point him. That's true.
Wait.
Nor would I want to. It's fine for him. Minos. Set up on Minos. Set up on Minos. 3K on Minos. 3K on Minos. Do not attack Minos. Finish killing the obstruction node. Continue firing at the obstruction node, even if you have to switch to long-range ammo. Continue firing on the obstruction node. Orbit Minos. Tracking disruption to Minos. No damage to Minos. No damage to Minos. No damage to Minos. No damage to sleepers. All damage to the obstruction node. Kill the obstruction node now. Orbit Minos at 3 to 5K. Afterburners on. You can point, but not for long.
True.
All right. Orbit
not
Minos.
spent.
Fine. Orbit Minos. Orbit Minos. Orbit Minos. Do not fire. Do not fire. Do not fire.
Oh no.
Oh, striker.
What?
Can I get the fleet re-invite?
Yep. Get in. Working on it right now.
Thank you.
Get your orbit on Minos, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's enough watch.
Let's do the raffle of all raffles. In 5, we're going to fire on the Minos, then lock it, track and disrupt it, all that stuff. It begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire, 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 fire. Lock, tracking disruption. Somebody's going to get shot. What is that? Clue!
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Are you alive?
Overheat the AB.
Hell yeah! Well done, Clue. All y'all that get hit by the Minos, the fucking Cherry FNG with less than a week of skill points just dodged, so y'all suck. Let me get that packet. Go ahead and finish off the room. It's actually the second time I've called him an FNG. I feel kind of bad.
I find it hilarious.
Yeah, there's about a 5-second delay between.
Bit far.
Well, yeah, Dutch. I discovered this before. No, we're just gonna line down one. Line down one. Who cares about the watchful? Line down one.
Map is up to date. Good to go.
One is the southern gate, just to verify.
Yes.
We are waiting for Kalahundra to get in range. Make sure you are aligned down the gate because we're going to leave, and then that watchful. You're going to be in a room with a watchful Labreus by yourself. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Activate gate. Activate gate. Yeah, Dutch. Yes, Dutch has made an excellent guide on how to dodge shift for doomsdays. We've thrown that entire guide out the window, and we're just hoping for the best. All right. Orbit the obstruction node. Kill things. Small things first.
Marlin.
Mullen. Wait, what gate did we just come
a couple
through?
of frigates.
We came from the north gate.
There is no north gate.
Rounds.
Got him.
What?
There is no gate to the north. There's only west and south. So I think it's the west gate that we came through. That's why I was confused. All right, well, whatever. Let's just hope for the best. Kill, kill, kill. Priority is non-battleships. Hey, Grandma. Wait, is the south gate the gate that... Yeah, this... The south gate is where we're supposed to be going. Oh, never mind. Somebody might have said that. I don't know. I think that we're supposed to be going to the south gate now.
Off thrones.
Fade.
Fade.
Could you?
Yep.
Cheers.
Guess I also got bored after that fight. What? Which one?
Glue.
Loon.
Man, if you guys let me know that I can actually like throw together a fleet to go do stuff on a stream, this is...
Sure.
Let's do faction warfare.
Yes.
I've never touched that stuff.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Clue.
Not today, obviously, but we've got clue.
Yeah, ripping him.
But man, the power at my fingertips. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand. All right, go ahead and go after the structure. One gate camper. I hate gate camping so much. I would much rather sit in a Plex and watch a timer tick down than sit on a gate. Personally, that's just me.
I would probably never do it, but that's just because I know how much I hate it.
Gate camping
Guys,
or
it
timers?
depends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you have a lot of traffic,
Elements
it's
in
cool.
Pochven.
Gate camping in Pochven could be fun.
Slightly sad it missed. I could have gotten a skin.
Find those guys that are trying to filament out.
Yep. Also known as me. Most of the time.
Well, you'll be in fleet. We'll be able to find you.
There was, yeah, we had a guy that was like doing, he's like, this guy's trying to fleet me. I don't think that's, I'm like, no, don't.
Got it.
Ooh. What is
Traitor.
that?
Modification.
Oh, good. Hey.
Traitor.
The trade. So now I can open up the exchange with him and go Skybreaker, Tyrant Breaker skin, and get 2 of them.
Got some uncertainty threads if that can be turned in.
Yeah, but they usually like require like a combination of them.
Well, that's a cool animation.
So let's finish off the room. And then we can trade these. So I'm going to give one of these to Clue. Because he did successfully dodge the Doomsday. And we don't have somebody else who didn't dodge the Doomsday. And then I'm going to give the other one to... does Miramim, Bowie, or Thrans want it more? Who wants to... We can have a Logi fight, slap fight, to see who gets it.
I got a skin yesterday. I'll pass. Just to be nice.
On one hand, there's like the completionist that would like it, and the other hand, I also know I am probably never going to use it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're giving it to Thrans. Thrans does too much for us he mentioned he suggested minor interest in it, so we're giving it to Thrans. Thrans, by the way, for those of you who do not know, within the convocation, he's like our activities director. He's one of the main guys that actually makes... If things are actually happening within the convocation, chances are he's the one that helped make it happen. So very much appreciate all of the things that he does. I'm going to drop a can with 2 of them. One of them Clue can get, the other one Thrans can get. If anybody else grabs it, you're a bad person. There it is. Cans in space.
Accidentally warped to the next room.
Uh-oh.
Godspeed.
Are you alive?
I don't know what to tell you. You might
I'm
want to
grabbing
warp
one
up.
real quick.
Yep. Grab it and then align down 1.
We're in a hurry.
I'll warp out.
Yeah, warp out. The mapper can help him get back in. Did Thrans get one? Did Clue get one?
Yep.
Yes.
Sure.
Perfect.
Don't forget to go play it, Clue. Don't want to get blown up with it. You can't get back.
Yeah.
That would be real sad.
Actually, you know what? If we can hold here for a few minutes. Just hold here for a few minutes. We've already killed Minos. Like, go ahead and just orbit the obstruction node.
Just watch the single watchful a couple rooms back.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to.
That should be fine.
He will not track you.
Yeah, he should.
Let me know if and when. I can actually stream the map if you need.
We'll just wait here for you to get back.
Damn it, I'm going to have to buy a Skybreaker now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just follow the gates tagged one.
Yeah, it's true. We did only follow one, so. Go west until you can.
East, right?
East, yeah. There was no west gate in the start. I'm directionally challenged.
The scout isn't using a map, and the guy using the map is directionally challenged. We're doing fine, guys. We're fine. We're fine. This is fine.
What could go wrong?
I'm going to put a compass in my
you had to say it.
these now.
Everything's fine. We're fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. Man, I used to say that so much in Invasions that that was actually like one of the memes, like t-shirts that we had or whatever. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine.
I mean, that's a good lead.
And whenever you say it, I just imagine you sitting in a room on fire with a cup.
Oh no, the picture it's like a picture of a corpse, like the corpse in the game, like somebody who just got blown up.
We're all fine.
We're fine. Like a shattered pod.
Hang on. There was a Minos when you came back. Was that before or after we killed the Minos? Because I didn't look at fleet chat.
I think that was before.
I'm hoping so.
If there was a Minos in the room with you, then you should be dead now.
I mean, we did kill a Minos.
Yes, we did kill a Minos, but like the Minos can scram or like warp disruption, so it's not like you'd get away.
No, but I'm tanky enough. Like I have steel blades and lots of resist.
Well, get Elmil while we wait. Join Galmill. No. We are actually in the process of trying to defend Galmill and the Invited. So, faction warfare. Good times. Good isk. Why is my name on the wreck kill? Because you did the single most amount of damage to it.
Ah.
If CCP ever added a super special profitable site with the nice side effect of losing SP when you die there. So there used to be ways that you could lose SP. Like, for instance, if you didn't have your clone updated and you died, you could lose SP. Or when you had a T3 cruiser and died, you could lose SP. But this causes a couple problems. One, it leads to a certain amount of risk aversion that isn't actually fun. But more importantly, B, like, you have incredibly bad faith actors doing things like the bonus room, where they, using social engineering, basically get one over on somebody and convince them to continually pod themselves or do whatever it takes to make them destroy their own SP. I mean, like, granted, nowadays you can make them extract or whatever, but, like, you got to remember, like, this is a sandbox. So if you give people the ability to destroy SP, they're going to weaponize it too. Yes, the COE and the Invited are recruiting. Help us maximize player engagement with EVE Online by joining the Discord.
Do you need one of those ads where you have a new recruit testimonial? I'll do it.
I did see that, Party Foul. Thank you. Did I not accept it? I accepted it. Thank you.
Was it join COE today and you can dodge dreads too?
Apparently.
If he can do it, trust me, anyone can.
Join COE and learn how to dodge dread.
Doomsdays?
Yeah.
Doomsdays? I mean...
And then what we hand them is just...
Dutch Gunner is the guy to join.
We got from Dutch Gunner.
If you want to dodge Doomsdays, I recommend listening to Dutch Gunner. If you want me to bribe you to being okay with being hit by the Doomsday, then you can hang out with me. Do we have everybody here yet?
No.
I think it's my last skate. I'll be there.
Okay.
Life's no fun without a little risk.
That's true.
I gotta say, my whole map got screwed up the moment that the entry gate was not from the direction we came from.
Isn't that weird?
I'm
That's
here.
weird. You're here? Yes, everybody's here.
Yep.
Okay, great. Go ahead and line down one, a line down one, a line down one. Once you hit the one, go ahead and prop off. We've still got people coming. Oh shit, I haven't claimed my daily login. Yikes, make sure to do that. I've actually been really
about
bad
time,
about it this
then.
event. I've been bad. I'm so bad at that. It's embarrassing.
Bye.
Ash
did
is
somebody-
bad at that, so someone left voice chat.
5,
I
4,
guess.
3, 2, 1. Activate gate, activate gate, activate gate. Yes, SP loss should be applied to supers. If you lose your Titan, you lose all your Titan skills, all of them. You have to rebuy the skill point book and everything. Okay, so this one is a dead end. No, this is the boss. This is the boss. Boss. Kill the rats, kill the rats, kill the rats. We're gonna kill kill all the rats besides the battleships. Then we will kill the soothing, then the innervating copus, then we will start our hacking.
as Mullen is one of our only hackers, I am just going to orbit Mullen.
Yep.
Thank you.
We're going to kill this Copus, and then we're going to start the hacking.
Do we have another hacker? If so, Toba should just focus on following them, and then the rest of the Kikis can kind of look after themselves, and the hackers can look after the Thalias if needed.
Calahandra's second hacker.
Got it.
All right, let's go ahead and start our hacking. Hackers,
Going
go ahead and
for
go
one.
forward.
Hacking
Do not
eight.
kill. Do not kill battleships. Do not kill battleships. I mean, I guess if you can reach the battleship, I'm not going to hate you if you shoot it, but doesn't really matter. More rats, more
New
rats, more
rats.
rats. Focus down on battleships first.
The crew?
Going for two.
I'm living life in the fullest and eat pure, cheap cheese. Oh, shit.
Going to 3.
Ash.
Ash.
Hacker of can 3. When you're ready to break the can, let us know.
Roger.
Toba, stay on Calhandra.
Yep.
Ash has the room at the moment. Ash lost room. All right. 3's the only one left. Be prepared for late on.
Looks like they're going after one of the Kikis.
All right, new rats. Kill everything besides. Kill the enervating Copus. Enervating Copus. Do not crack the can yet. Hold on the can. Get to the core and then hold.
Rats on Strahlen, please.
Yeah, that one.
Repping.
I can't really click on myself because I'm in the midst of everyone here. Like,
Well, if you have radio broadcast, you can broadcast your reps from there as well as hotkeys.
yeah, right.
All right. Just kill everything that's not a battleship. Let me know when you're ready to crack it. Augustkin, whatever. He's an experimental fit, so be careful. Keep an eye on close.
Ready to pop.
Crack it. Never mind.
Lead 'em.
Get it. Orbit Linos. I need tracking disruption on Linos. Everybody, orbit Linos. Late on rather. Do not fire. Switch to short range. Orbit laid on at 3 to 5 kilometers. Afterburner on. La-di-da-di, everybody.
I think with a fleet this large, some webs might have been useful.
Yeah, probably. It would have also helped with this whole, like, shooting it thing. All right. Oh, web it, please. Thank you. Okay. I think Callahandra is still settling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire, 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 fire. Relock, tracking disruption. Relock, tracking disruption. Fire. Oh, do we have 2 Kiki deaths from him in one day? Nope. Did we live? Did we live?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Huzzah!
He missed.
Victory is ours.
Brute
All right,
force, best strat.
Kill Ladon.
Good job, guys.
Kill Ladon. Now orbit Reckoning Horde. Kill Reckoning Horde. Kill Reckoning Horde. Kill Reckoning Horde. Ignore battleships. If anything else spawns, we can kill it, but let's ignore the battleships. Oh, there's the dominance command, by the way. Somebody was asking earlier. Well done, fellas. That we're starting to almost feel like we're doing this correctly. Dangerously close to doing it correctly.
You had to say it.
I waited until we are literally just shooting the final structure, okay?
And that's when CCP randomly warps in a new doomsday.
You know what? Fucking content for the content gods.
So remember that second Minos?
Yeah.
With the extra doomsday and extra guns.
No. This is the point where we find out what those big rods are for. It's actually just to kill random groups in these labs.
Actually, I think we're ready for Nexus points.
That's right. Let's go kill the dread.
I'm just going to reveal my true colors and start repairing the Reckoning Horde.
You can't.
Kikis, we have a new target.
Did you hear that? He said you can't. Spoken like a man who tried.
Yeah, that's right.
The trick is high speed, low signature, and tracking disruption. Yeah. Dutch Gunner actually has a really cool chart that shows, like, based on your speed and tracking, like what the chances of you being hit is. Let's go ahead and finish off the battleships. We're done here. All right. I mean, one thing I will say is that we've gotten really lucky when it comes to navigation. This is like, today has been the only time I've gone through this labyrinth without having to backtrack at all. Oh no, we had to backtrack once.
Yeah.
In the first one.
Yes. No, we didn't. Not the first one. We didn't have to backtrack either.
No, that was
we
yesterday.
had to backtrack
That was yesterday.
once, and then
Yeah.
yesterday, yeah.
So we've had really, the streamer luck has been strong with this fleet. See, guys, labyrinths, easy peasy, no problem. Fucking just do it.
Easiest way to get points.
All right. Well, I think I am going to wrap up the stream about here. So, thank you guys, all of you, for participating in this fleet. Anybody who is in the fleet, we're going to dock up, and I'm going to be giving out Master Arms Cerebral Accelerators. So stick with the fleet for a few minutes. You'll be getting a Master Arms Cerebral Accelerator as a reward for your participation. And And yeah, but to all of you who are watching, I've been Ashtarothi. I've been playing this game since 2010, talking about it since 2012, and I'm here to put Eve into context for you, my fellow Empyreans. Thank you guys so much for coming, and thank you to all of you who are willing to put together, come in here and be part of this fleet. Thank you to all of you who have been willing to watch it, comment on it, chat, share it around. I love y'all. We will do more giveaways and stuff. I think that from here on out, we're going to be focusing a lot on preparing for Legion. So we're going to look at things like Angel Faction Warfare for those who are interested in the Sarathiel, and in the Abyss for those of you who are interested in kind of the trig stuff when it comes to the Babaraga and stuff like that. Plus, of course, any news, commentary, etc. that comes up from here on out. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, subscribe to the stream so that way you can see all of that stuff as soon as it comes out, as well as come onto the Discord and flag yourself as interested in YouTube so that way you get pings whenever I go live or we put out content. But all that said, I've been Ashtarothi, the voice of New Eden. Until next time, I'll see you in space. Go ahead and say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
For the guinea pigs.
Bring on the wrecking machine. Every city you burn, I'm gonna build high. Bring on the wrecking machine, setting your dreams of heaven on fire. Bring on the wrecking machine. For every city